Good morning.
Good
Hi.
morning. Oh my gosh, can I just tell you, it was super photo finish when you sent me the Korean ingredients that we need. So you guys, there's about 1,600 or 1,700 of us right now. Happy comes from a family of culinary geniuses, diba? They come from this love of cooking, and it's been 100 years, I think, just generations upon generations of food lovers. And Happy has a restaurant, has a lot of restaurants, but one of them is called Pamana. And Pamana means handed down or passed down, inherited, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Miss Happy, or should I say Chef Happy, or Happy, can you let our followers know like what you're about, what you believe when it comes to food, and where you got this love for cooking? Because I'm sure there's so many wannabe chefs that want to learn from people like you.
Mm-hmm. So I'm Happy Ongpauco you. I am actually the granddaughter of the founder of Barrio Fiesta. So my family has been in the restaurant business for almost 100 years. I was born into the food business. So when I was a child, my playground would be the kitchen of our restaurants. So that's it. I grew up in the kitchen, and I found the love for cooking. And when I graduated college, I opened my own restaurants.
I know you started so young. You were like
Yeah.
23 or something, right?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I watch all of
23.
your I watch all of your mga guestings and everything. I watch your mga
Thank
seafood
you.
cookouts and all of your beach seafood cookouts. It's so nice. I love it so much.
Thank you.
I'm really a fan.
Mhm.
Okay, so you don't mind that I call you just Happy? You want
Yes,
Miss
of
Happy,
course.
Chef
Yes.
Okay, so right now I'm really excited to learn the Korean Bibimbap from you.
Okay.
I always look forward to Korean Bibimbap because actually my very first sort of high school sweetheart was Korean American. And his mom would always cook japchae and like bibimbap and things like that. So it reminds me of my childhood or like my high school days. I don't know if I got all the ingredients right. Here they are. So I have the beef, the
Okay.
carrots, the bean
Okay.
sprouts or toge. And then this is what I found. I don't know exactly what leaf this is. You might want to tell me because I'm the amateur. You're the
that's
master
fine.
chef.
That's okay. That's okay.
And then
Actually, you can
mushroom?
use any. Yeah, that's fine. Mushroom is good also. Yes. Okay. Can I see
And
the
then
rest?
egg. Yes.
Okay.
So then there's
Yes,
egg.
egg.
And then
Okay.
there's salt, sugar,
Okay.
garlic,
Okay.
sesame
Okay.
seeds.
Mhm.
And then, here's where I really needed Happy's help. So, naghanap ako ng, please, can you teach me how to say it? Because I don't know how to say it.
Gochujang.
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 Okay, gochujang is what exactly is gochujang? Because I tried looking for it. I had to ask around. And this is what they gave me. It says,
Yes.
hot pepper paste fermented. And
Yes.
I don't know if that's the right one because at the end of the day, Happy sent me the right version of
Well,
gochu.
Actually, I'm not sure. It may be the same, but when you showed it to me, it looked a little more liquidy. Yours. So
Okay.
I wanted to
Right.
make sure because it should be a paste. It should have the same consistency as what I sent you. So it
Okay.
should look like this. It should look like this. Like that.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm super amazed. I'm super duper amazed because Happy sent me. Ta-da! She sent me this from her own kitchen. And I'm really, I'm just so thankful that we live next to each other because you were able to actually send me the correct one. So, guys, if you're trying to make a bibimbap with me and Happy Ongpauco too, who's with us today, our very special guest, this is the right gochujang that
I
we
think
should be
that's
using.
how they pronounce it. I think.
Yeah, gochujang.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Gochujang.
Try to get that dark paste. It's fermented soybean, I think. Oh no, fermented. It's hot red pepper paste. That's what it is. Excuse me. So we also have kimchi here that I was not able to get, but thanks to Happy, she sent this. Is that your kid? Your son?
Say hello.
I know.
Hi.
Yep. Okay.
You're so cute. Do you like bibimbap?
Hello.
Hello.
Do you like bibimbap? We're making bibimbap today. It's perfect for the family.
Yes.
Yeah, they love Korean
So
food.
cute.
Yes.
Okay, so where do we begin? I am the amateur.
Okay.
You're the
Okay.
master chef.
So first,
Please teach
let's
us how to cook.
Okay, let's marinate our beef. So ready your marinade. Get a bowl. Get a bowl.
Okay. I got a bowl. I have a bowl.
Okay, and then put in all the marinade ingredients.
I
So that's
Okay,
the soy
so-
sauce, the soy
Okay.
sauce.
Let me just prepare. So how much of this soy sauce did we need again? I'm sorry.
3 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Okay.
And then let's add in our sesame oil, which is also 3 tablespoons.
Okay, so soy sauce in, and then sesame oil.
Oil.
What I love about learning from chefs like you is that, you know, you really cook from the heart. This is really home cooking.
Mhm.
And I love learning from people like you who really have this love for cooking and passion for food. Okay, soy
And
sauce.
then the garlic. Add your garlic.
Okay.
Okay, add your garlic. Put in some sugar. It's really up to you how sweet you want it. So what we do is we do it to taste. So you add your sugar and then taste it a bit to see, because some people don't really like it sweet. Some people want it sweet.
Okay. I want it just slightly sweet. So I
Yeah.
put just
So
a
don't
pinch
add all
of sugar.
the sugar. Okay, then mix it.
Very little.
And then I also added some minced apples. So just to add
Ooh.
fresh apple flavor. So a spoon of minced apples.
Wow.
There.
I actually don't have apples, but I will.
But that's
Um,
okay. That's just an added flavor. And then next we put in our beef. We put in our sukiyaki beef. But taste
that's-
it first. Taste
Okay.
your marinade. If you like it, then you can add your beef. If you don't like it, you can adjust.
Okay, I'm gonna take a separate thing and try that. Oh wow, this
Okay.
is really good.
Now let's add in the beef.
Woo, that garlic. Woo. Okay. This reminds me of my mom's Korean beef barbecue. That taste, the sesame oil and soy sauce and garlic.
There. So
I
mix
just
it.
put all the beef inside.
Yes. And then we
Oh, that's
leave that
way
for
too
a
much.
few minutes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Sesame oil really changes everything. What time do you wake up in the morning? Are you a morning person?
Yes, I am. But my kids are all up by 7. So yeah, 6. So I have an assistant right here. So they're up
Hi.
early. And I
You're
wake
so
up to just
cute.
say thank you.
You're so guapo. You look like you like to cook
Yes,
also. Do
he
you like
actually
cooking?
has a YouTube channel. He reviews food. So it's called
Oh my
Nico's Food Review.
How do you spell it? N-I...
Nico, Nicco. Nico's Food Review.
CCO.
So yeah, he also has it on Instagram. Okay, so
Nico's
next,
Food Review. Okay,
Food
we're gonna
review.
subscribe, guys. Nico's
yes,
Food Review.
please. Okay, so next is let's make the toppings, the toppings for the bibimbap.
Okay, so we're gonna
So you
leave
can
this
just leave
beef
your
here.
beef. Leave your beef
Okay.
to marinate, and then let's make the toppings.
Okay. So
Okay,
previous
so
to
we-
this, Happy actually told us to julienne the vegetables. Of course, I
Yes.
had to Google what julienne meant. And it's really to slice it in lengthwise, right? In long little strips. Is that what
Yes.
julienne is?
Mhm.
Okay. So this is what we need to do to the vegetables. So this is exactly what needs to go on with the vegetables that we're about to use for the toppings of the bibimbap, which
Yes.
is a rice-based Korean dish, right? So
Okay,
needless
so
to say,
what we have to do next is let's make the topping, the sauce for the rice dish. So let's get
Okay.
your gochujang.
this
Get
one,
it?
okay?
Yeah, that one. So put it in a bowl. Just finish the whole thing. Put it in a bowl.
A separate bowl.
Okay.
And of course, during this time, Happy, we need to be steaming the rice because this is
Yes.
a rice-based dish.
Yes. So you have to cook the rice in advance. Okay, so next.
So
let's
any
put
rice,
all the
jasmine
ingredients.
rice, unpolished rice, any rice.
Well, Japanese rice would be best for this, but you can also use sinang domeng. I like using sinang domeng because the texture is quite nice. Okay, so what
Okay.
we're doing now is we're putting all the ingredients of the sauce in a bowl. So we
Okay.
have the gochujang. Okay, get your gochujang, put it all in. So this is 6
Alright.
tablespoons, but I think I only sent you a few, so let's just do it to taste. So put it
Perfect.
all in, and then add your sesame oil. Add in some sesame oil.
Okay, so gochujang and
Sesame oil.
My gosh, I
And
want to
then
watch
add your
Crash
garlic.
Landing on You.
Okay, add your garlic.
Okay. Oh.
Add the
You know what
little-
happened? I finished all of my garlic, but it's okay. I can just chop up some more. Really,
If you
really
have
quick.
garlic powder, just put garlic powder instead.
Okay. Actually, I learned something from Chef Jordan the other week, and he actually prepares garlic already in jars.
Yes.
So a lot of Filipinos love using garlic, so it's always wise to have just garapon ng bawang, like literally just chop it, put it in a jar, and use that every time you cook. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna quickly do this so that we have
So
the
it's soft,
complete
tiny.
ingredients.
It has to be a bit fine.
Okay. Okay, so I got my garlic.
Okay, and then add in.
Gochujang, sesame oil, and garlic. Got it.
Okay, then add in your apple cider.
Okay,
Some apple cider.
I do.
Okay, add in some apple cider.
Okay.
Now
And
A little water.
okay, little water.
Water.
So how much water do we put here? Ooh.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then add in some sugar. Sugar.
Okay,
No. The taste also.
perfect. Okay.
There. So let's mix this. Try it if you like it. And then let's set it aside to use it for our toppings later.
Oh, so also the toppings have a marinade.
This is the sauce of the rice bowl itself. So you have to like this because this will flavor the whole meal in itself.
Can I see what yours looks like?
Wait, hold on. Can I see
Okay,
yours?
So mine is
Okay.
a little more
Liquid.
liquidy. Yes.
Okay, maybe do you have more of the paste? Can you add more gochujang?
Okay, I do,
If you
and
don't
I
have it,
actually.
you can use the one that you bought. You know the
okay.
one that you bought. If you ran out already, you can use the one that you bought earlier.
Okay, this I think is more spicy, like you said, but I like spicy, so that's actually okay for me. It is a yes for me.
Yeah.
So let's just try. So this needs to be thick, right? Am I right?
A little thick, yes. It shouldn't be so liquidy, but it shouldn't be so thick either. So just in between. Here.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm cooking with Happy Ongpauco too. You know what they say,
And
sa
then
TV
let's
lang
set
kita
this
nakikita.
aside.
Okay.
Let's set this aside and then let's start cooking our vegetables.
Me and hello.
So cute that you have little assistants there.
Yeah, he loves to cook as well. I'll fix my phone. Okay.
Okay, so Nico, how are we doing?
How are we doing? Say good.
Good.
You
Good.
think?
Okay,
I hope
so let's cook our ready your pan. So ready your non-stick pan.
Okay, I got it. And
Heat a little
should I-
oil.
so this is like medium heat, right?
Yeah, medium heat.
Okay.
Open. Okay, first
Wow.
let's also add a little salt on your vegetables just to season it. Just
Okay,
a little.
so the salt, okay, on the veg. I like how you have it in one plate. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that
see,
next time.
when I cook this way, everything is ready. So before I start cooking, I make sure that everything is ready. Okay, so there, and then after, let's heat the oil.
I think you add more than a little bit of salt.
Okay, let's add more salt. Someone making pakialam. Okay. He knows
Do
more
you like
than
salty
me.
food?
Okay, so heat your olive oil, and then add little drops of sesame oil on the oil itself.
Okay, so I've used olive oil. Is this okay?
I'm sorry. Yeah. You can
Happy?
actually use canola, vegetable oil, or olive oil, but actually
Okay.
you shouldn't really use olive oil. It's just that here in my house, my husband requires that, but it will kind of change the flavor. So it's better to use regular oil so that we don't
Oh, okay.
veer away from the Korean spices. But olive oil will do as well. You can use olive oil.
Okay, so
Olive oil
today,
is okay.
okay, so we can use cooking oil, vegetable oil, olive
Yes,
oil,
any
but
kind of oil
preferably
will do.
no taste.
Yes. Oil
Okay,
without
and then
taste.
sesame.
And then put a little, season it with a little sesame oil, your cooking oil. So just add
Okay.
a little so that when you cook the vegetables, it's really flavorful. And then
Okay.
let's start with the lightest vegetable. So do you
Okay.
have cucumber? Do
You know, I'm
cucumber?
sorry, I don't have cucumbers.
Okay,
I
that's
don't,
fine.
but
Normally, when you cook your vegetables in one pan, you have to start with the lightest one so it won't color. Okay, so you can start.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you cook with the dark one, the color can go into the light one, into the lighter vegetable. So let's start
So
with the
lighter as in
vegetable.
lighter color or lighter in like weight?
Lighter in color.
Okay.
So like with
So
me,
that
I'm
would
gonna
be-
start with my cucumber.
Okay.
So quick sear, just a quick sear, and then set it aside, and then cook your carrots. So you can start cooking your
Okay.
carrots now.
Okay. So my friend who works on Casey's Closet with me is actually living with me. She lives with me on weekdays, so I'm cooking for 2 right now. Okay.
Okay, so
So when I sear the
cook
carrots,
your-
do I leave
sear-
it?
Yes. And then after the carrots, you can blanch your bean sprouts. But
So
if you don't have water ready, you can also just saute the bean sprouts if it's easier for you. But
Okay.
normally, you blanch it in water and salt.
In my
So what does that mean when you say blanching it? What would
Hot
blanching
water.
look like?
Hot water with a little salt, and then you put in the bean sprouts. And when it's almost cooked, you quickly remove it. So the texture,
Oh,
the
okay.
crispiness is still there. Because we don't want it to be so soggy. We want the
Right.
bean sprouts a little, firm. So when you eat it with the rice, the flavors combine well together.
Oh, nice. So since I don't have hot water ready, the next option
You
would
can
be to
saute.
together with the carrot. Okay, so saute this
Okay.
together with the carrot.
No, separately.
Oh, separate. So okay, so I
finish-
take.
when you're done sauteing the carrots, set it aside and then saute your bean sprouts. Using
Okay,
the same
so
pan. Yes.
okay,
There.
so I'll just transfer. Oh, because we don't want the vegetables to be soggy. We want it to be still like
Yes.
crispy and fresh.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then after you can cook your mushrooms using the same pan. After you saute your bean sprouts, set it aside and then cook your mushrooms.
Okay. Wow.
In
So
the
is
same
this on
pan.
high heat or medium?
Well, it's really more for plating because you know how bibimbap is. It's in a bowl and then you put the vegetables on the sides. So
Yes.
you don't combine it. It's not like chop suey that you put all the vegetables together. So it
You're
should
right.
be individually cooked.
Okay. So, if you remember, you guys that are cooking along with us, itong toge or bean sprouts, nilagyan na ng salt before
Yes.
we put it in the pan. So, that's how Happy does it, and that's how we're doing it today. So, I guess if they feel na kailangan pa ng mas salty, they can always
Yes, you
season
can
it as
add
they
more.
go, right?
Yes,
Okay,
you
so
can
I'm gonna add-
more salt if ever.
Okay. Woohoo!
Okay, so when
Okay,
you're done
so this
cooking the bean sprouts, you can set that aside as well and then start cooking your mushrooms.
You know, I noticed with bean sprouts, it gets really like there's parang basa, parang there's
Yes.
like water or something that comes out
Yes,
of it.
yes.
Is there a way to avoid that?
You know,
Or is
before
that
you start
expected?
cooking, just make sure you dry it up. But that's
Oh, okay.
it's really like that. Sometimes the juices come out as you cook.
Right. Okay, so
for the
mushroom.
mushrooms, yeah, again, you saute it in a little oil with sesame oil, regular oil with sesame oil. You can also
Okay.
season it with a little salt. If you feel
Okay.
that you didn't season it enough earlier, then you can season it a bit with a little salt. Some people, if they like eating sweet, they even add a dash of sugar on the mushrooms.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if you want
I
it
love-
sweeter, you can add a pinch of sugar.
Okay. He's like, what? Mushroom? Hey, how does this look?
I have 4 boys. Imagine
I know
that.
your
I have
mom
4
has boys.
kids and they're all boys. So it's
Do they all make pakialam?
Huh?
Do they all make pakialam in the kitchen?
This one likes to cook. The rest are all around the house playing.
Wow.
There.
I
So,
love
when
seeing your kids.
When you're done with your mushrooms, cook your spinach or whatever greens you have. Saute it
This smells
also.
so good.
Yeah, saute it also. Make sure it's cooked, ha? Make sure that the mushrooms are thoroughly cooked.
Okay, yeah, so we gotta be careful with the mushrooms, right? So mushrooms are always very like sensitive because we need to make sure that from what I read, you really can get stomach pains or nausea if your mushrooms aren't cooked well. So thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Actually, there are mushrooms that you can cook, that you can eat uncooked. But then, for this particular dish, we just have to make sure that the mushrooms are cooked well.
Right, and these are
Okay,
shiitake
then-
mushrooms.
Yes. And then after that, let's cook our beef using the same pan.
Okay.
First your spinach. Cook your
First
greens
spinach.
first using the
Okay.
same pan. And then after the greens, let's cook our beef.
Do I need to put cooking oil and sesame oil with every stir fry or saute?
Well, it's nicer that way so the flavors will really, sip in.
Okay, so
Because,
I'm gonna do that
as you
for the
cook each
spinach.
dish, as you cook each dish, kasi parang the oil goes into the vegetables already, right? So parang nauubos sa pan. So it's
Yes.
good that you add more oil and sesame oil over and over again.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do everything.
So again, saute. And when it's fully cooked, we can set that aside.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. It's smelling so good. Okay,
So
I'm
with
gonna
my
do what you
greens-
told me.
With my
Season.
greens, I like adding a little more sesame oil.
Okay, gotcha. I got it. Sesame oil smells so good and reminds me of my mom.
I love sesame oil.
Yeah, it reminds me of my mom. She loves cooking with sesame oil. Well, from what I remember,
Uh-huh.
when she used to take over the kitchen. Sarap! So I have my mushroom, the cooked mushroom.
The cooked mushroom.
Yeah, the cooked mushroom. Shiitake mushrooms that smell so good. And that's actually like a beef substitute for vegetarian
Yes,
dishes.
exactly.
So,
So
yeah.
if you're vegetarian, you can actually do the exact same recipe but without the beef. And then you
Oh,
can
perfect.
even add other vegetables like zucchini or whatever favorite vegetables of yours. You can actually add it by just sautéing it in oil and in sesame oil.
Oh, that's so good to know. It's
And
always
then
nice to
next
know the
is
plant-based
cooking beef.
version.
Cook
Okay,
your
so the
beef.
spinach is going. It's got watery, and I think that.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so everything
Next
with
is-
one pan, you guys. One pan.
Just
Amazing.
one pan.
So,
So again, add a little oil.
so the same, the cooking oil with sesame oil, right? Ooh, we lost her for a little bit. Let's see, happy. Earth to happy, earth to happy.
Okay, I'm
Are
back.
you with us? Are you with us?
Yes. Okay, so again, put in a little oil and sesame oil, and then saute your beef. Put in your beef.
Okay,
There,
beef is
and
going
saute.
in. Just the strips, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
actually, in this recipe that I taught you, I'm using sukiyaki cut because I like sukiyaki cut. It comes out a little more tender than the norm, and it's easy to cook because it's thin. When you marinate it, all the flavors come in, mix in well, very quick. But you can use different
And it's
kinds
easy
of
to
cuts
eat.
of beef also.
Well, I will go with what you like because I trust your ways.
Okay. You can pour in a little of the sauce so it won't be so dry.
Okay.
So a little of the marinade, you can pour it onto the pan. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like simple sauteing with sauce.
Wow. So this
So
is
a little
actually
more.
something good for the
Masarap
family.
kasi mas sauce eh. So parang add a little more sauce.
Okay.
There. And then saute it.
So just like that?
Yeah, just like that. Just cook it. Cook it like you're cooking beef. Or
My gosh.
any kind of beef with sauce.
Okay, so while that's searing, we're also steaming the rice. So
Yes.
don't forget, bibimbap is a Korean
rice-based.
it's a rice-based Korean
Yes.
dish.
Mhm.
So do you have any techniques or any tips for non-Filipinos, non-Asians who are watching us right now about cooking rice if they don't have rice cookers or if it's their
At
first
home.
time cooking rice at
Cook
home?
rice. Well, actually, here in the Philippines, when we cook rice, diba, it's always 1:1. But with me, the way I cook my rice at home, I put pandan leaves.
Really,
Because
at home?
I like the flavor of pandan. Sometimes I even put lemongrass.
Oh my,
Yeah,
so
or-
how do you do that?
Just
You
put it in the rice cooker. So whatever herb you like, if you add it in the rice cooker, once the rice is cooked, it's gonna have that same flavor. So masarap siya.
Oh my, so
Another way is like, let's say I'm having roast chicken at home. My rice, I use chicken stock instead of water. So the
Oh.
rice becomes so flavorful. My kids love that. When we use chicken stock instead of water in cooking rice, masarap rin siya.
Hindi masisira yung rice cooker.
No, no. No.
Oh
Not at
my,
all.
so yung pinakuluan ng chicken. So when you boil
Yes.
chicken, that's actually already the broth. So don't
Yes,
throw away the
exactly.
water.
Yes.
Oh, and that's now, right? So we get bowls because that's how we're
Yes,
gonna use them.
bowls.
Okay. So I'm gonna use a white bowl. Or maybe red. Red would be nice. But there's Korean bowls, di ba? Yung gawa sa bato.
Yes. Actually, in Korea,
Sa ako
in
nakabili nun
Korea,
sa Pampanga.
in Korea, they serve this in stonewares. You know those stoneware na pwede mong they actually cook in it, in the stoneware. But here, pwede na to. So I'm using my bowls from there. So fill up your bowl with rice. And then,
Alright.
there.
I will do that. I'm just transferring this beef so it doesn't burn. There we go. Okay. So here's the rice.
So add your rice.
Let me show you guys. Okay. Ta-da! So somebody asked me why I don't use a rice cooker. Do you use rice cookers at home?
Me, I do. I
It's
don't
easier.
have time not to use a rice cooker.
Okay, but when I do cook rice in this, I learned this it's funny, I learned this when I was a student living in France because they didn't have rice cookers there. And you basically just put 1 cup of rice with 1 or 2 cups of water, right?
Yes.
And so
Yes.
then you steam it for 20 minutes. Just keep the lid on. And from what I learned, you just keep it on. Don't try to open it to check it, Just keep it there. And the only time you're going to open it is when you've reached about 20 minutes when the rice has steamed, and then you fluff it up. So this is the rice that we've come up with. I've used common jasmine rice, but like you said, Japanese rice or
Japanese
another
rice
kind
is
of
good.
rice is good.
Well, here in the Philippines, sinangdoming rice is very good. It's a kind of rice that's available in the market. That's not
It's
so
locally
expensive.
made.
No, I think we have local but they're imported ones. But the good thing about it, it's good quality rice and it's not that expensive. Okay, so
Okay.
next is now we put the vegetables around the rice.
Okay. So which one goes in first?
So first,
Any?
put your carrots, and then your greens.
Oh. So I started with a mushroom. Oh, so you present it like that, like
Yes.
para makita talaga each and every one.
Mm-mm. So I'm
Do
cooking
kids
for
like
6.
this?
There, just
Wow.
a little on the side, so it's gonna look like this. There.
Wow. Do kids like this meal? Mahilig ang
You know,
bata sa Korean
my
bibimbap.
kids love it. My kids love it, but they're required kasi to eat vegetables. My husband's very strict when it comes to eating vegetables. So, they got used to it. So, there. Now,
Nice.
let's add our meat.
Okay, and then the meat. Wow, guys, look!
And then,
It looks pretty
put
legit.
your... There. And then, add your fried egg on top. And then,
Okay, so
And-
before the egg, this is what the bibimbap looks like. We just put steamed rice under, carrots, spinach, toge or bean sprout, and the beef. And if you have your cucumbers like Happy, you put it. And the
And then, let's
egg.
put your egg. And then, let's drizzle a little sesame oil on it. Here, so we drizzle a little. Just a little. And then,
Okay,
add the sauce we made earlier on top.
so we drizzle with sesame oil on top everywhere.
Just a little. And then
Okay.
add in your sauce. Also,
Oh
just
yeah,
a
the sauce we
little.
made. Where did I put it?
And-
Oh, here, I found it.
Sprinkle with roasted sesame seeds. There you have
Oh.
it.
Oh my gosh. So I almost forgot about the red sauce we made earlier. So that red sauce was this
Yes.
gochujang.
And we
And
added a few ingredients.
which are sesame oil.
Sesame oil. I can share the ingredient list on my page later so they can see
Garlic,
it, but
right?
yeah,
Okay.
so although okay, I can repeat it. So the people who missed out on it, so that's gochujang, 6 tablespoons, but this is for 6 people, so you can lessen it. And then there's 4 tablespoons sesame oil, 2 to 3 tablespoons brown sugar, 2 tablespoons water, sesame seeds that are roasted, apple cider vinegar, around 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons, okay, teaspoons, and 3 teaspoons minced garlic. So I'm gonna share
I think
this.
that's
Yeah, I'll share this with you also, Casey, so you can post it as well, so people can cook it at home.
Yeah, you guys, did you enjoy that? That was so easy, and Happy so good with time. She really kept us on track. Hi guys from the US. Somebody is asking, Sherilyn, is there a non-spicy version we can use for the sauce?
Gochujang, I think it's really all spicy, but what you can do, you can actually use ketchup, right? Ketchup, and then maybe add a little sesame oil, more sesame oil, or if not, ketchup tomato paste will do as well. Add more
Okay.
sesame oil to get the Korean flavor, and then add a little apple cider vinegar, a little sugar, so everything to taste. When I cook,
And-
kasi I like it to taste eh. So every little step, tinitikman ko. I taste it, so I'm sure that I like the flavor.
Yes, kaya masarap talaga yung food mo kasi you cater also. We have
Yes.
people from Vancouver, USA, Maryland. We have people from everywhere all over the world. But yes, so Happy has a catering service that does actually, what do you call it? At home?
I do contactless private dining. So, yeah, I deliver, aside from my restaurants, I do contactless private dining where I deliver everything to your houses in shaping dishes. I land my plates and teach you I share a video on how to do your tablescapes. But Casey, can I share my new business?
Of course,
I
please
have
do.
a
Feel
new
free.
business. It's called My Happy Home. So it's on Instagram and I'm selling plates. I'll show you what I'm selling, because it's all here in my
Yes,
house now.
yes. Happy has the
There.
best collections. Oh my god!
Yeah. So yeah, you'll see it in on Instagram called My Happy
God.
Home. So I import
Amazing.
plates from all over the world and I'm selling it at a very affordable price.
So where do we go? My Happy Home?
My Happy Home. Yeah, you'll see
On
it on
Instagram.
Instagram.
So we have people from Toronto and Canada asking if you ship internationally, and people from Singapore, they're
I'm
asking.
gonna learn how to ship internationally. I just started during the lockdown because I wanted to give more jobs to my employees because my restaurants are closed. So I thought of selling online, and there.
That's a
So
lot.
here we are.
That's really amazing, and they're so pretty. And so they're on My Happy Home on Instagram for sale. We have people from New York and Las Vegas. Hi, you guys. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed being with Happy Ongpauco and I. We made a Korean Bibimpap today. So easy and so wonderful for the family. The kids apparently love this. She's a mother of 4 boys with
Yes.
a very strict husband that requires them to eat vegetables. So if you want to do the same, this is, I guess, a very interesting and very effective way to make them eat their veggies. And of course, My Happy Home for the best tablescapes. And before we go, I want to say thank you to Achi Pinky because, and if I may just do this right now, she sent me something. It's her birthday today, but she's
Happy
the one who
birthday,
sent
Ate
me.
Pinky. We love you. She's
We
the
love you,
best.
and she
She's the
sent-
sweetest person in the world.
She is, and she
Right?
sent a
She is
beautiful,
so sweet.
so nice. And ooh, that went on my plate. I'm gonna wash that plate. So she sent a beautiful, speaking of tableware and beautiful things for the home and kitchen, she actually sent me a limited edition candle
Fornasetti. From
Fornasetti, which is,
Fornasetti, yeah.
yeah, okay, wait, if I can open this to show everybody. I love Fornasetti. I've loved Fornasetti since I was living in Paris, France. And this is a woman that actually existed. She was an opera singer.
Lina
But-
Cavalieri. I think her name is Lina Cavalieri.
Yes, so all the plates with her face, you'll recognize it right away. And I don't want to break anything, but I promised her I would do an unboxing live today because it is her birthday. And look how beautiful, you
Wow.
guys!
Nice.
This is it smells so good. I love it. So Fornasetti is not just plates. It's a masterpiece. They make like on like candles and all these different homeware and just decorations. So I value this. Achi Pinky, happy birthday. And you guys, if you love tableware and you love all these things, Opulence is newly open and My Happy Home. Please check it out. All of Happy's amazing plates and tableware, perfect for your families and for yourself. So Happy, thank you so much for teaching us how
Thank
to
you
cook
also.
Korean
And enjoy your
bibimbap.
bibimbap. It's so hard to say
We will.
bibimbap.
bibimbap and
Enjoy your
gochujang.
bibimbap.
Gochujang.
And your
Thank
gochujang.
you. We
Thank
learned a
you.
lot, including different ways of steaming rice.
Have a nice day, guys. Everyone, enjoy your day today. Bye. Thanks,
You
KC.
too. Happy weekend, Happy.
Happy weekend.
Mwah.
Thank you. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.